This is GRAZ, and you're listening to GLOWKiD Generation X Radio Show.
Saber-toothed tiger.
Alright, first of all I'd like to send all my best and positive feedback for this amazing 16-track compilation and this new chapter for US-based producer and DJ, the man like GRAZ. So how did you come up with the idea to launch the very fresh Saber-toothed tiger label?
The idea for the label came from me and a friend named Pete Ellison, who runs Disco Warp. We were sitting around and we were thinking of some sort of collaborative project where we could showcase all of our friends' music. Beyond anything else, just started brainstorming names. And from there, I ended up making up the name Saber-toothed Tiger. So from there, I made a website, and it was around for a little bit of time, and essentially it was a Tumblr that had the ability to have other people reblog. Fast forward to about a year later, and from there I tried to release a album called Pizza Cult, and I tried shopping it to a whole bunch of different labels. I'd say maybe about 15 or 20, and no one was really interested in it. And so getting fed up with that, I decided that I would try to release my own record, and I thought the best way to do it would probably be to put it under its own label and then under its own guise. The compilation itself stood more as a testament and kind of as a taste-making experiment where I wanted to give people an idea of what it is that Saber-toothed Tiger is going to sound like before I had any release. I thought it would also be better to showcase other people's work so that they can understand where it is that I'm coming from making music.
Nice one. What genres do you promote on your label?
I would say the label's trying to push anything hard dance and new rave. Granted, we'll have some breakcore and some other things like that, but I feel overall that it's just going to be a collection of music that I'm interested in. It's going to be kind of offshoot, weird, quirky music. The best thing to do is to not expect anything and be surprised. It's all going to have the same kind of vibe, but as far as content goes, there's a lot of drastically different things that are going to be offered. I feel that the label's compilation is a good representation of that, where it's just going to be a combination of everything that has kind of the same vibe and bringing the same thing to the plate, even though it might be a drastically different genre.
Can you give me now some words about this first masterpiece of bangers? 16 tracks from various new school warriors from all over the world, focusing on US artists mainly, as I see. The year of Saber-toothed Volume 1. What are your favorite tracks from there, and what's the key spirit of the album?
Oh man, everybody brought their A game. I'm not sure if I could really pick my favorite, but if I had to choose, I would say Hot and Ready by Hacked is a great track, and that's a main reason why it's the first introductory track, because it's such a banging hard track that it really just sets the mood for the whole album. I don't think it's really fair to just say that that's my favorite track, though, because everybody did such an amazing job. They far exceeded any sort of expectation that I had, and I'm really just happy that not only they were able to provide me such great tracks, but just allow me to put them together in a compilation. This is more of a compilation of my favorite artists. I'm an avid user of Bandcamp, and I've been listening to breakcore and a whole bunch of different weird subgenres from the internet for about 15 years now, and having the opportunity to just email them and say, hey, I know that you might not be making music anymore, or hey, I've been a long-time fan and I'm thinking about doing this project. Are you interested in being a part of it? You were a great inspiration to me. So I'd say the main vibe is kind of just paying homage to where it is that I came from musically, and also being able to say, hey, these guys are badass. I wouldn't be here unless they were here too. So that was the main idea behind the release and the vibe of the album.
Nice one. Are you already satisfied with the response from the fans, the masses?
Generally, when I release something, I try not to have too much of any expectation or anything like that, but I would have to say that I've been pretty surprised. A lot of people have been really interested in this type of music, which I really didn't think was going to be the case. I thought this was going to be a kind of fever dream where I said, hey, I'm going to put all my favorite artists together and see what happens, and, you know, maybe it'll float, maybe it won't. And just the fact that people are interested in it and people are donating their time and energy to promote it or donating money so that we can continue to do this is mind-boggling. You never think that the music that you make in your own house is going to turn into anything. You think that, hey, this is for me, and maybe I'll show it to a few friends, or if I'm lucky, I might get to play a show. So having all of that together and having people really excited about this is great. I've loved it.
Hey.
What are the forthcoming plans of Raver-Tooth Tiger? Is there any chance seeing any physical releases of the albums, like CDs or vinyl?
The next plans for Raver-Tooth Tiger are to release a tape with my friend named Blood Code. What we're doing is a chiptunes tape where half of it's kind of electro dubstep, and then the other side is going to be drum and bass and chip break and other things like that. So it's going to be a split release where I have one side and he has the other side. So that's going to be the next thing, and that's going to be in a physical format, and then also you'll have the ability to download it directly through the Bandcamp.
Where people can find and follow the label, and any contact info for producers sending over demos and all these things?
You can find the website at ravertoothtiger.com, or you can find us at ravertoothtiger.bandcamp.com. In regards to demos or sending us a mix or something, you can also just go to our About page at ravertoothtiger.com. We're accepting demos and also mix sets, so if you're a DJ and you don't produce but you feel like you have something that's really neat, we're planning on doing some sort of mix series soon where you can submit a half-an-hour mix.
Can you name me now, please, some new school producers, acts, or DJs you rate these days and think they can fit to your label?
I think a few artists that would really fit the bill for Raver-Tooth Tiger would be GL0WKiD, Chibi Tech, SpongeBob SquareWave, Saber Pulse comes to mind, Technorch, DJ Technorch, and Gigan Death. Those are a few of the artists that I think would really fit well. It's a matter of obviously contacting them and getting things squared away. So maybe one day they'll have a release on Raver-Tooth, but who knows? Those are the people I really respect right now and think that would be a good fit for the picture.
Raver-Tooth Tiger.